Hi guys, Zeth here again. Welcome back to the next episode. Well, I guess it's always the next episode whenever I say welcome back, but you know what I mean. I am recording with these zombies and all that because I found something very, very terrifying. I was doing some grinding for levels and this guy showed up. Take a look in that upper left-hand corner and notice the 770 max health. Yup. Anyways, this guy is going to be very boring to kill, so I will bring you guys back after I kill him, and probably after I get back to base. Whew. Okay, that sucked farming. Basically, this is actually the next day for me. I managed to die quite a few times, and, yeah, gave up, went to bed, and came back and actually finished the farm. I also got that guy trapped down there. Just gonna hold on to my cobble, I guess. Hide him back up. We've got at least 2 things I want to do before we are good to go for finishing off any other areas. Or, really heading back into the Blackheart Citadel. And first thing that we're going to be doing is going to involve more spells. Also, I came in here and took out all the moss stone that I wanted. I have a lot now. I have a lot. Come on. Okay. Oh, that sounds like a Hecate. It's a Hecate. Boop. Boop. Okay, we're good there. And it's kind of funny because I've actually tried. Is that a zombie up there? No, okay. I thought the lapis that I saw. It looked like a zombie for a moment, which I have no idea why. Anyways. So, first thing that we're gonna do, I've been wanting to do since last night. I've gotten to the level that I need to at least 3 times. So let's do this before I manage to die again. We've got a really nice bow coming out. So basically, this bow has power 3 and agony 2. Basically, power is a multiplier. Okay. Pardon me, but, there's something wrong here. What the heck? Okay, well, that's mildly infuriating. Oh well. Alright. Guess the other bit we have to do is actually going to be with this. Now I did a little bit of testing, and the Ignite, I think this is how it's working. The Ignite is covering up the damage and healing for the life drain on this spell. So, I mean, can't really do anything with it. And I've got a replacement over here, which is just the life drain. Which, it sucks that we can't have how we wanted it, but, well, that's how life goes. Okay, should have everything we need in my inventory already. In theory, anyway. Okay, arrow, snowball, lithium, arrow, snowball. Yeah, got everything. Kinda wish it'd actually show that it does require sunstone, right? Okay. Interesting that lifesteal requires sunstone. Oh well. Okay. Now this... There's nothing burny about it, so it wouldn't make sense to go with a fire-like effect. I kind of like this one down here. And... oh, that's good. I also renamed Ghostly Fire Blast to Ghastly, because it's Minecraft, that made more sense. And as you can tell from the bottom right, just pointed at my screen, I'm smart. At the bottom of the right hand side of my screen, I have gained quite a bit of life affinity. So I think I'm going to end up going with that. I was going to go after something else, like fire or pretty much anything except life. But, no, life affinity is just fine too. I also... wow, that's a lot of, a lot of Ethereum. I have also dragged a couple hordes of zombies down into the Dark Worm down here, and that's how I have that much Dark Ethereum. And it's so much. I actually didn't look at it for a little while. So, yeah, I'm a little bummed out about that bow thing. I'm not sure which one I want to take now. Now, I'm gonna guess... I've had that kind of thing happen before, even in non-modded. It's just really annoying, I think. Okay. You know what I want? I want arrows. That way we don't have to worry about what kind of bow we're using quite as much. We can just use the power one and call it good. Because since I'm getting a decent skill level in bow usage, it makes sense to use the bow more often. I mean, that's just, it just simply makes sense to do that. So, yeah, first step is going to be getting some way to get chickens. I could just do a normal, extremely boring chicken farm, but, well, why do I want to do that? That'd be the easy solution. So we're gonna grab some lava from up here. Well, a bucket from up here for some lava. Anyway. Come on down, grab that. And my plan with this actually depends on whether or not how far we have to go to get to what I want. Now, what does the butcher golem need? Guard? Okay. And none of this is infusion. Excellent. Cool. That is exactly what I was hoping for. Alrighty, let's get into Thaumcraft. Well, if we can. I mean, I've said let's get into X, Y, or Z mod feels like several thousand times. And always managed to find that one other thing I need. So, if you're just here for the exciting episodes, I would honestly just recommend skipping this one. This is going to be another work out the world kind of episode. Well, no, I don't want Crucible there. But, yeah, today we are going to get back into Thaumcraft, or get into Thaumcraft officially. Okay. Yeah, this will be good. Nothing's gonna burn around here. Well, that might, but... oh well. If it does... well, then that sucks. But, it still happened. Okay. Now, I need water. Water's in there, but I don't have any normal sources of water, I don't believe. Can I use water bottles to fill a cauldron like that? Because I know I have water up here, which I can fill with used bottles on. Oh, yeah, that works. Huh. Let's That's perfect. Okay, so first we are going to need none of that. Okay. Let's grab the wand. I believe I set up the table in Thumbcraft Tower, but yeah, I haven't been up there in a little while. Well, I haven't. Wait, no, is it in there? It might actually just be in here. Yeah, wand's right here. Okay, we have 6 Ordo and 1 we needed. Ordo and Ignis. Dang it. Well, we do not have the Ignis, and since I installed special mobs, the aspect orbs that they were dropping do not actually drop anymore. Which means we need the quest book. And Vex's last heart that we have. Now, 4 quests available for completion? Oh, yeah, I'm dumb. Okay. So, Aura Notes, how much do these cost? Those cost 1 and I get 2. These cost 1 and I get 1 silver wood. I don't... I feel like if I'm going after Aura Nodes, it's a little bad to go after them through Silverwoods, because Ex Nihilo allows me to basically almost guarantee a Silverwood sapling drop. It's not 100% guarantee, but it's fairly close. Okay, now where'd the thermometer go? Because I want to know what's in these. Okay, that's going to be all not tools. It might have been lost to the world. But it might also be in one of these random chests. Still need to get a ender chest for that. Although, it's getting less and less necessary. I mean, it's never been necessary to have an ender chest in there, but it's becoming less so now. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to lay these down and hope I can get some Ignis out of it. Where do we want these? I want these... I'm not gonna have a good setup for these. I've had enough good setups throughout this entire Let's Play. I'm just gonna set these down and hope that they don't have tainted or anything like that. Okay. Well, got Ordo in there, but no Ignis. Crud. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a dampener on everything. Can I still get any Ignis anyway? Can I get those? Do I have anything in the book? I don't believe so, because I mean, you're supposed to be able to get it fairly easy. Well, let's get the stuff we need for it anyway. Okay, glowstone. Now, if you don't know how Thumbcraft works, I'm gonna go over it real quick. Basically, the cauldron, if you've played previous versions, you'll especially want to pay attention because it's changed quite a bit. Coal. Okay, so basically what we're making is Nitor, which is, as far as I know, always been in Thumbcraft. I never really played it until Thumbcraft 3, back in 147. So it wasn't all that long ago. But basically how it works now is you've got your cauldron, and you basically need to put different stuff in it. So right now we need to put 3 Ignis, 3 Lux, and 3 Potentia. And after we get that in there, we need to put the glowstone. So I know for a fact that torches have one Lux, there we go. Each. And that coal has 2 each, I think. So there's 6 there, and there's... let's make that 6. Okay, there we go. Now, if I'm right, I should be able to go toss, toss. Yep, perfect. Awesome. Okay, so now what we do with this is try and condense stuff. There we go. That works fine. Okay, now we need that table up there. Going to get some bricks. Gonna toss this iron pick away. It's pretty much dead. Need 4 pieces of stuff. Where's that stuff? And there. Now clay blocks are close enough. Also just remembered, let's toss all this away. That goes in that one. Okay. And our speed cooker. Love this thing. I think I also forgot to mention, it actually also triples the experience you get from smelting. It's a very expensive smelter because it is very inefficient, but it's nice. Oh, and I got 27 levels back. Okay. This is really weird. Kind of annoying, to be honest. Okay, and that and there. Now whenever we get the next wool, at least we'll have another shot at getting more Ignis. Although we might actually end up going the route of having stuff, the silverwood. Just because I don't like the idea of it. But I don't really know how else I could get stuff. Actually, I know I'm supposed to be able to get nodes some other way, I think. I know I should be able to get this too. The runic matrix is used for arcane enchantment, infusion. It's actually a pretty cool thing, and I'd really like to get to it with this Let's Play. Normally it requires 40 Ordo, which means it'd be impossible, because you need Great Wood to get it, and for Exaliquo's Thumbcraft part, you need Jungle Wood, and this stuff, and a lot of stuff, and this is the thingy, the infusion altar. At least that's where you have to craft it at. It takes a long while to actually be able to get that. And I don't see the silver one in here. Is it in there? Nah. But anyways, the reason why I have the arcane, the questing mod's way of getting silverwood is because the Exaliqua way requires like an insane amount of work, which is annoying. It basically requires, I'm pretty sure, like 2 nether stars, which, I mean, in a normal Let's Play, okay, that's fine. But in a super hostile, I've got enough to worry about. I mean, I don't think, I don't feel bad about it at all, but yeah, I've got enough that I have to worry about without having to fight a wither just to get into Thumbcraft. So yeah, got that going. Gonna drain the rest of these. Going to toss this armor on. Okay. What else do we need? I still want a bow. Don't think we're gonna have a good bow though. But anyways, I'm gonna do the rest of my readying up off camera, and then we shall start back at the Blackheart Citadel. Figured we should just, double check that the new spell actually works. So, let's take some damage. I was gonna take damage anyway, spiders, but okay. Cool. It does in fact work. Works pretty well too. I like that. Now, in theory, I should be able to bump it up and do a lot more damage to an area and heal off of them. But we'll have to check and make sure that works when we're there. Off we go. We're back. Okay, so what I did off camera was I actually repaired my pistol a little bit. It just takes iron. It only took one level, which I was a little surprised about. The rest of my levels went into combining a longbow, which is where the name as well as the plus 2.3 damage comes from, and a very nearly dead bow, which is where the Agony 3 comes from. It's not optimal, but hey, it's not too bad either. This is the right way, right? Yeah. So the plan for this time around is actually to take this a lot slower and take our time as needed. I definitely ran in very willy-nilly at the end there. And to be fair, I was trying to save my stuff, but yeah, it didn't really help. Now is there anything else back here that we need to know about? Anything? I think this is before dispensers could actually launch TNT. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it's kind of cool because I actually used to be a TNT cannon master, basically. I had spent a long time designing different TNT cannons. It was actually a lot of fun. Okay, don't really need that or that. Okay, so let's get along here. Can we see blaze spawners yet? Nope. Okay. This is still probably the most dangerous part of the map. Okay. Can I spot them down by doing that? No, I cannot. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to be boring then. I mean, I kind of wanted to go down and take him out, but I guess this is the next best thing. It's gonna drain us of all our cobble, though, most likely. I guess I'll take this time to talk about my preference in games, then. So, one of the first episodes I talked about preferring Vex's level of difficulty to how a lot of games are going, and I rambled about Skyrim. What I was really trying to get at when I brought that all up was actually that I was playing with a couple different mods. One is called Frostfall, which, if you've gotten into the Skyrim modding community, you may have heard of already. It basically means that you have to you actually have to worry about your temperature. I mean, you don't have to worry about getting too hot because, well, Skyrim's frozen, so yeah, it wouldn't really make sense. But you can actually freeze to death, and if you're too cold, you lose X, Y, and Z stats, and worse yet is, or the cool part is that you can actually make campfires, and there's actually a real reason to. So it made Skyrim a lot more immersive, and it made it really difficult, and that's actually kinda what I like with games. A bit of, immersion and difficulty is not something I think anyone should shy away from. Okay, there we go. You eat fire. Come on back down. There. Okay, well I guess this hopefully is gonna be good enough. No. Dang you. But also, in addition to that, I had a mod which made it so you actually had to eat and things along those lines too. So that is also a lot of fun. You had to eat, sleep. I had it set so it wouldn't kill you, but I never had an issue where, you know, I was, where it would have killed me anyway. I was also always very meticulous about keeping hydrated and all that. I also played with a mod which increased or decreased how much you could carry, and a bandolier mod which is meant to offset that. Hey, you can die. Okay. There we go. Oh gosh. Oh god. So this just got interesting. Oh boy. Well, I think I'm actually gonna call today's episode early. So, I'll, oh, crap, I didn't even remember to bring food. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Alright, well, yeah, I'm gonna call today's episode early. I'm actually gonna continue recording for today, but you guys won't see what I record until tomorrow. Anyways, see you guys later. Hope you have a great day, and bye-bye.